Hey there, hi there. It's me, Priscilla B. Welcome to your Capricorn reading. This is just a general Capricorn reading, so take what resonates. And I have a cold, so if I sneeze or something like that, it's because I have a cold. Um, but I actually have been writing notes on um, uh, different like love love connections, I want to say. I wouldn't really there's different levels of love, I feel like. So um I'm getting this sense that Capricorns, you can really pour your heart and soul into a purpose, into a life purpose. And I feel like there is, now this isn't for you. I feel like this is someone that you know, or someone that you are reminded of, someone that comes into mind when you think of like family love, familial love. There's this compulsion to preserve this sense of family, to forgive for preservation. And this can turn to anger. And someone telling you to forgive, 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 persevere, preserve family. Um, this is unconsciously or even consciously leading to um, like resentment and anger. Now, I don't think this is you. I think this is like someone you know. And I think that you've seen this portrayed or come out in someone you know. So that's the energy I think you're dealing with this month, Capricorn. So let's get this reading for you. Hold on one second. So if you want like an example of what I'm talking about and the words just aren't making sense to you, um, check out the show on Apple Plus or Apple TV. Um, the show, what is it? Presumed Innocent. So, real quick show, like summary of the show. It's probably not going to resonate with a lot of people because it's an intense show to say the least. Um, but the therapist in the show, she makes a good point about what I'm talking about here, about love and family, and valuing family, and trying to force yourself to preserve that sense of family by forgetting or forgiving. I mean, they're two kind of like correlated to the same thing anyway. And it's an interesting show. So if the words are making sense to you, watch that show and you'll know like exactly what I'm talking about. It'll probably make more sense of what Capricorn, what you are feeling emotionally, going through, I want to say. But let me get the cards first before I jump ahead too far into what I'm trying to say, what a message is trying to get across. All right. So we just asked Source, which is a female energy, feminine energy, or spirit, which is more masculine energy. Um, Feminine, masculine energies intertwined into um, a beautiful coexisting yin and yang energy. So I'm going to draw some cards and yeah. Okay, so up first we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a masculine energy that brings in money and wealth, okay, as sort of an offering, okay. Um, and then you have the Page of Cups, and this is sort of a divine feminine masculine energy intertwined that brings in an emotional support. So you have the masculine energy bringing in money, and you have the feminine masculine energy that's balanced and harmonized, bringing in um, emotional support. So you have Page of Cups and you have Nine of Pentacles. Now you also have the Taliesin, the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant. So this is the energy that's kind of linking these two together to kind of like this coexisting, trying to like harmonize these two energies into, um, you know, being able to um, coexist together. So I'm going to read you this story about the Hierophant from the Elwyn Tarot deck book. Okay. The Hierophant description. The traditional tarot imagery depicts a mature man with a commanding presence seated between two pillars. He wears rich robes of office and in his left hand holds a symbol of religious order to which he belongs. The card is sometimes titled the Pope, and in later versions includes two altar boys at his feet over whom he traces a blessing. Okay? And then you have the story of the Taliesin. The historical Taliesin was a bard with a powerful personality that can be felt through his poetry, even at a distance of more than 1,000 years. There are popular folk tales surrounding Taliesin, which are retold with the priestess card, and therefore allow this segment to pursue the historical 6th century character and his venerable profession. The Welsh bard, with his poetic gift and power of influence, may seem far removed from our modern time, but we can recognize the same talent, role, and responsibilities in the songwriters and musicians of today, the very best of whom may be termed bards, even if no officially inaugurated. A line of descent can be seen in the figure of Bob Dylan, who is rumored to have taken the name Dylan in deference to the great modern Welsh poet Dylan Thomas. The writings of Dylan Thomas continue to influence lyrics today, and Thomas himself is a link in a remarkable long chain of Welsh poetry that reaches back to Taliesin. The Welsh monk Ninus names Taliesin and four bards in his early medieval completion, Historia Britonum, as being the country's best, and Taliesin chief of bards. Of those named, only the work of Taliesin and Aneurin survive, and as the earliest examples, they are considered the foundation stone of Welsh poetry. Aneurin, of flowing verse, is famed for the long poem Why Gododin, a series of elegies for heroes fallen in battle. The Book of Taliesin, transcribed to the 13th century, contains numerous poems of various subject and time, and of those 12 poems are thought to be authentic work of Taliesin. The 6th century was a time of perpetual battle alert for the Britons, the native Celts of the island, to include the Welsh, who were driven back by the invading Angles and Saxons. The Britons allied from Cornwall in the south up along the west of the country to the south of Scotland. This time is known as the Heroic Age, deep in battles, bravery, and blood. As Taliesin's poems attest, the bard is thought to have been a narrative prowess in North Wales, but his great poems stem from his time in the kingdom of Rheg, which now lies within the borders of northern England. His patrons were the heroic Urain, Lord of Rheg, and his son Awain, both of whom have been supplemented and archetypical in the Arthurian romances. The pagan court was an active, impressive resistance force, and as court bard, it was Taliesin's responsibility to make its stuff of legend. Urin and Alwyn are seen as generous, brave, and larger than life, leading one to question whether the shine comes from the singular talent of Taliesin or the mettle of the hero. The bard did, however, record less flattering portraits and had a reputation for daring honesty and ego, as seen in the later folklore. Whereas a boy, he challenges the sycophantic bards of Malwyn. All 12 surviving poems are in the heroic tradition and powerful in praise of Urin as warrior, as Saunders Lewis translates. To gaze upon him is widespread fear, and then referring to his leadership, Gold, king of the Northland, and of King, his king. Um, so, um, the Hierophant himself did not um, go to battle. Instead, he wrote poetry about the battle. So a bard, basically. Um, so I feel like, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who goes away to war and tries to bring back rewards. In other words, they a financial provider in modern day times. But the Page of Cups is more emotional, um, less physical. And I think that the only way for these two energies to sort of coexist um, is finding the poetry or you know, that's a good way, using words, I think, to describe um, what the Knight of Pentacles is feeling or presenting, and then what the Page of Cups is feeling or presenting. And you can use poetry. Poetry isn't really so direct, okay? It is direct, but it's almost like an entire story, but you're using like metaphors and symbolism, to describe how you're feeling, um, in just a short amount of time or in a long, drawn out amount of time. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. Let me get you some of these Moon Oracle cards because I find the Moon Oracle cards help a lot. And for some reason, my Libra videos are doing really well. And my Moon sign is Libra, but my Sun sign is Capricorn. And my Capricorn videos are not getting a lot of views. And maybe Libras just care more about their overall energy than Capricorns. I don't know. I'm a Capricorn. I know my moon sign is strong though because I definitely can relate to the Libra for sure when it comes to justice and when it comes to doing what's right. So there's that as well. I just find like tarot cards are so fun because you can kind of sort of tell a story without naming names, or you can tell a story without giving specifics. It's almost like a secret, like coded network of stories and different people's timelines, and what's going on in their lives, and you know, um, it's just interesting, like network. I feel like of people that are connected through cards, and they can sort of get a feel for what a specific sign is going through, and that specific sign is assigned to a person. So for me as a Capricorn, what's going on with me, I have a cold right now, okay? And I'm also getting a lot of feelings of energy that I'm picking up on of people around me have this compulsion to um, conserve this sense of family and forgiveness, and it's become so like suffocating that it's not even the feeling. For me, family is supposed to feel like you can express yourself, you can be who you truly want to be, you can um, be open, you can be honest. It's a sense of like almost like flying or swimming almost. But the part of swimming that, is very real is the part where you can't stand under the water forever. You have to come out for air. Okay. So even though swimming can feel very liberating and very like joyful and buoyancy, like, I don't know, it's almost like at that, you can't stay under the water forever. You have to come out for air. You're not. That's why I like tarot cards so much, and that's why I feel connected to tarot cards so much, because you have to express yourself. You have to be creative. You have to trust your intuition. Um, and I know people are going to try to say, don't do this or don't do that, based off, you know, generational curses, based off religious institutions, based off political views. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to be yourself. Also, I did watch the political debate the other night, and I have to say that was entertaining. Okay, I mean, it was just. I mean, at this point, you could put like a friggin' butterfly as a president, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea." Like, it's this. People are gonna do whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna say whatever they want to say, and it's everyone thinks they're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone always has to be right, and I'm like, that's wrong. It's just ironic, you know. Um. Anyways, um, definitely gonna draw you some moon oracles, and then I also have these other my star temple oracle cards. So moon and then star temple. Okay, so domicile moon abundance. Okay, so you're bringing in abundance this month for yourself, Capricorn. I don't think this Page of Cups energy is something that is you yourself. I just think it's the energy where you almost like want to be around, because I think it's more calming, honestly. I think it's more peaceful, honestly, and I think emotion fulfillment for you is better and overall better. I know there's no other word, it's just better, than the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is very go away to war, bring back money, materialistic. Now, obviously you need an abundance of money to survive. Obviously, you need an abundance of money to live, right? So there's that. But the word domicile, it's almost like, it's like, yeah, no, I need money, but it's just like, I also need emotional fulfillment, right? So that's kind of where you're at, Capricorn. It's like you're doing the I need money to survive type of thing, going to war for that, but you're also, you're fighting for that. And I feel like that's so connected with your family. And I feel like that's so connected with that generational need and um, that you're picking up on, Capricorn. And you don't want to tap into it because it's so emotionally draining, so physically draining. And that's why the Hierophant comes in to remind you that, like, look, there is a religious aspect to this family dynamic. It's very strong, very money oriented, the Pope, Catholic, money, all that stuff. Not very spiritual, ironically. But there is the old Welsh, which I think I'm Welsh, Capricorn. That's why I really like this deck, is because it's created by a Welsh woman, Anna Marie Ferguson, and I'm Welsh, so I connect very spiritually to these cards. And she's saying, in her interpretation of the very original, like, Welsh OG Hierophant energy that also can translate into the priestess energy, is that the Hierophant was someone who people listened to his poetry, his stories about how even though he didn't fight because he didn't believe in fighting and physical things for money and things like that, he did believe in telling the stories through poetry and through his music, and it's very spiritually, emotionally connected. So I feel like, Capricorn, you are watching as the very masculine energies go off to war, go off to work, fight for money, fight for power, and in some cases even fight for their freedom because another country is coming in and trying to invade their country, or you're going to fight to protect it, right? Um, and you're picking up on that. And then you're also using this Page of Cups energy, which is more your speed, to um, kind of connect overall. Let's see. Yeah, accept help, yin moon, feminine energy. Okay, so you're using your feminine energy to accept help, right? And you're using this feminine energy to um, reach out to maybe yang energy, so that you can get support that you need, because these energies are so strong. Now let me read the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, and see a little bit more into the story of how these came into being based on like the Elwyn tarot. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, so cups, the suit of cups represents the emotions, creativity, and the soulful aspects of life. And creativity and soulfulness, I made that up, soulfulness, and emotions, that comes from feminine yin energy. And that's the energy that I feel like Capricorn thrive in. Okay, it's so more calming and relaxing and emotionally, mentally stable. Okay. Um, the visionary art, devotion, charity, and protection are among the more demanding aspects of the suit, which also includes the gentle influences of goodwill, friendship, and empathy. Cups are symbolic of the life force as fertility, nourishment, and nurture, desire, attraction, love, and union belong to the suit as a powerful brew of nature's cauldron. Okay, so that's you, Capricorn. Okay, now the the page. Okay, there's someone bringing in that like offering of good news, invitation, a cheerful young person with a trusting heart, optimism, romantic interest, imagination, playfulness, artistic abilities, compassion and understanding, birth of a child, an accommodating, well-mannered soul. Okay, that's you, Capricorn. Okay, so I think this is this is where you want to be. Okay, this is the energy you want to tap into. Okay, your the Hierophant is what's connecting you to the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, now let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Uh, okay. Pentacles represent the practical side of life: business, labor, material goods, skills, and talents that are inherent assets and are symbolized as well as countable, bankable assets. Pentacles are of the earthly plane, signifying security and sustenance, banking, bookkeeping, commerce, and enterprise. Prosperity and protection, as well as the canny, sly business mind, are also seen in the suit. Okay, now the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is this energy of hardworking young man with a traditional orthodox outlook, utility and honest, responsible person, solid progress, methodical approach to large goals, financial consultant, commitment, perseverance, and stamina, a dependable man if considered a little dull, reversed, unemployment and discouragement, stagnation, a shallow material person, one who can only judge success in terms of money and cannot comprehend accomplishment on his own merit, a bore, spoiled offspring, laziness. So I think what you're feeling, Capricorn, is the Page of Cups, but you're also picking up on the Knight of Pentacles, and you're also picking up the Knight of Pentacles in reversed. So it's almost like, yeah, Yang, moon, strength. You have the yin and yang here. So is this a soulmate connection? Bringing in abundance? Yes, you have an abundance. Okay, now I'm seeing it. So, Page of Cups, Capricorn, you have an abundance of yin energy. accepting help. You're not prideful, you're not egotistical, you're creative, artistic, and you use yin moon energy for help. When the when the cards are in reverse, okay, when the energy is reversed. Now these cards did not come up in reversed, but I feel like the energy is at times very reversed. Yeah, so yes, okay. So the Page of Cups in reverse, neglect, oppression of talent, begrudging and excluding others, falsehood, flattery and seduction, one masquerading as an artist. Okay, so that's why I think you have the energies in conflict, okay? Because you are artistic, Capricorn. You are not posing as anything, but you have like the haters and the naysayers and the maybe family members that are like, she's not an artist or something like that, right? But you're willing to tap into your yin moon energy and accept help in continuing that positive energy of your creativity, your flow of your energy. And it's hard to do when you have the yang moon, male, masculine energies, Knight of Pentacles energies in reversed. So in an ideal world, Capricorn, you can be the Page of Cups. You can have your creativity, you can be like emotional, you can be artistic, you can let all that energy and creativity flow. However, you have that masculine energy that when that's in reverse, it's someone who is unwilling to provide in that regard and then support that in that sense, okay? Their values are money oriented and your values are emotional value. You put value in emotions and stability in that, and they put value in money. So, in a perfect ideal world, there would be balance and there would be harmony. You have the masculine energy providing the finances, so that the feminine divine yin energy can be creative and artistic, and the Hierophant. The abundance here is saying there can be an abundance of both. There can be lots of money and there can be lots of creativity, and it can come together in this like perfect harmonized union. However, if that will happen or not, I am unsure. I mean, I do get these cards of, lots of cups coming in. So, Queen of Cups, okay, coming in to help save the day. Four of Cups, this girl is sad, right? She doesn't feel she has enough emotional support. And then Three of Cups, moon energy here again. Three females dancing and singing with their cups filled with emotion, no success. So it looks to me like the Queen of Cups, like the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups, everything's going to work. The emotions are going to be fulfilled. The Star Mother. Yeah, the Star Mother here. Loved. The Universal Mother loves and supports me totally. Okay, Capricorn? So, yes, you're going to have the emotional support you need, and that far outweighs the material. Material is, it's circumstantial, it's fluctuates up and down, it's never really consistent. There is going to be abundance. However, the fact that you have all this emotional support here, the Queen, the Three of Cups, the three sisters, the three best friends, feminine energy is so potent and strong in your like family bloodline, Capricorn. Um, the divine feminine energy is strong. The yin energy, the moon yin energy is strong. And I feel like, Capricorn, my moon is in Libra. So I don't know if your moon is in Libra too, but those scales of balance and justice, which is Libra, are balancing, letting you know that you're going to have the beautiful love energy that you need, okay? And I'll even look at the Queen of Cups energy and give you a reading on that as well. And the Three of Cups. Okay. So the Queen, well, first of all, the Four of Cups is suspicion, blaming others for one situation, playing on the undeserved sympathy of others, insecurity. That's the Four of Cups in reverse, which that energy does exist, Capricorn, and you're very well aware of that. But I feel like because this energy happened to you, disconnect and isolation, feeling at loss as to what can be done to improve a situation, doubt, melancholy, a disenchanting experience, disgust can also indicate being fussy, having to deal with naysayers, not recognizing what one has. It is an encouraging card indicating help that seems to be divine intervention, ensuring one has all the cup one needs. So remember the beginning here, I said, you're the page and you're dealing with a Knight of Cups, that you're picking up on these energies, okay? And you are disenchanted, right, by that energy of um, being so materialistic and so unemotional, right? So that's not anything you want to be a part of, right? These cards coming out in the future here are telling me that the Four of Cups, that energy is saying to you, you are the Page of Cups. You are the one divinely intervening. You are the one divinely giving the messages of love and emotional support. You are the Queen of Cups. You are the Star Mother. You are loved. You have the Three of Cups support. So once you realize that you have all the cups you need, right? Four cups, you realize that. Deliver these good, healthy emotions to yourself. Love yourself. Like, self-care, okay? I just self-care. That's gotten so, overhyped, but I mean, it's still really important. Okay, Three of Cups. Celebration, thanksgiving, shared happiness, pleasure and satisfaction, enrichment of friendship, support, encouragement, excitement and play, enjoying arts and talents, luck, excitement and momentum, goodwill and humor, the doubling effect of success shared, the joy of artistic collaboration, romantic fun, the freshness of spring, gratitude and good health. Yeah, so that's what you need to tap into, Capricorn, okay? Tap into celebration, tap into Thanksgiving. Those are times when families come together, when there's a new birth of a baby. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. When there's a birthday, celebrate it. When there's Thanksgiving, celebrate it. I mean, I know that's a long way away, but, there's other holidays. 4th of July, 4th of July, for July. I don't know. There's other holidays, obviously, but the whole overall feeling, Capricorn, is that, these energies exist, these reversed energies, these negative energies exist, but you don't have to let them rule your life. Imagine if you only read the tarot cards in reverse your entire life, or you always looked at the world in that reversed style. And I feel like the people who aren't tapped into tarot cards or aren't spiritually in that whole loving, wonderful world of tarot cards and all those other beautiful things, crystals, like, they're not going to read the cards. They're not going to see the world in the upright position. They're gonna see it in a reserved or like reverse position. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Okay, so Queen of Cups, and then I'll give you some more cards here. I have Queen of Cups is a woman of imagination. Okay, that's you, Capricorn. Romantic, compassionate air, one who encourages the dreams and talents of others. That's you, Capricorn. Generosity and care, a loyal lover, a genuine heart, virtue, protection, a cultured, refined woman who is wise in matters of the heart. That's you, Capricorn. For a male Corn, she can represent true love. For a woman, romantic confidant or rival. Even a rival, she is just and honest, believing in fair play. So, again, Capricorns, if you're looking for some juicy version of like what overall feeling Capricorns can be experiencing right now, I definitely recommend watching Presumed Innocent on Apple. And also, I want to say Dark Matter. It's a great show as well. So those are just some juicy, fun summer, shows full of entertainment and intrigue to watch. But I want to say, Capricorns, you are this Queen of Cups energy. Yes, you're going to deliver the message to yourself. Okay, Capricorn, if that makes sense to you. Okay. In other words, I'm a Capricorn delivering this message to other Capricorns. So if you're a Capricorn watching this, let me know by liking and subscribing, okay? Or in the comments below, heart emoji, okay? But you need this message, Capricorn, right now, because you're struggling with that energy of, that masculine male energy that is, in reversed a lot and not tapped into the divine feminine, okay? There is the divine masculine too, okay? So I think based off of your family's history, the masculine energy in your family has showed on emotion, they have showed materialism, they have showed on interest in emotional support, creative support, divine feminine energy, very masculine driven, like in a reversed kind of way. And they look at women in a very reversed kind of way. So you, Capricorn, it's not your job to fix them. So, Capricorns, it's not your job to fix the masculine reversed psychology, mentality, okay? It's your job, Capricorn, to just keep loving yourself, keep giving yourself those messages of love and healing and creativity, and be your artistic true self, really, please. And then, of course, the Queen of Cups in reverse, if you're dealing with this energy, perversity, dishonor, falsehood in games, a show-off, an imposter, an overly confident actress, a drama queen, a spoiled woman who whines and enjoys the sound of her own voice, pretension. Okay, so if you're dealing with that energy, that is, to me, that's someone who never listens to you talk, never hears what you have to say, doesn't care about your feelings, says really highly inappropriate things about you or about masculine energy that you're with. The perfect example I have of this is a woman in your family who's like just as sexist as like a man or worse, or is so unemotionally connected to the other women in her family that she's just become like a recluse. But you don't have to worry about that because I don't see that energy. I don't see you having to deal with that energy a lot, Capricorn. But I know that energy does exist there. Okay, just fair warning. But we're gonna manifest a lot of beauty and wonder this beautiful summery time of year. manifestation, infinite abundance, infinite prosperity, and forgiveness. Remember, I said in the beginning of this reading, there was that theme of that compulsion to preserve family, right? And to forgive, right? So you don't necessarily, hey, it's okay. So you don't necessarily have to worry so much like about that, because this is what you're picking up on. This is the reversed energies, okay? This is the Queen of Cups in reverse, right? So yeah, and then we have Two of Cups, okay? Masculine and feminine energies coming together, emotionally supporting one another, okay? So that's the overall energy and goal of July, or wherever time it is you're watching this. It's just to like basically like you don't have to forgive someone at your expense. That's a message I want to just relay. Like, you don't, if it's at their expense, then that's their choice. If it's at your expense, then Capricorns, you know better than I do that there is no choice. Like, you're not going to um, weaken your emotional state just to appease someone's materialism or their misogyny or their, you know, cover up for them, right? And then we have angels of the universe, okay? So the angels of the universe want you to know this. They want you to know that they are watching you and guiding you and protecting you to this beautiful place of love and light. And I don't, this card, it says, forgive myself, I am forgiven, right? So, and there's like little angels here, and she's in a thing of light here. So, you're allowed to have the freedom that you want to be divine feminine, to be creative, to be artistic. Don't listen to the naysayers saying you're not allowed to do that, or that's not going to work out for you, okay? So I'll just read you this from the Two of Cups. Romance, love, attraction of opposites, union, magnetism, dance of courtship, entwining energy sparks the flow and grace of a natural match, forming emotional bonds, sharing stability and give and take, balanced ebb and flow of emotions, curiosity, affection, and excitement. Most often symbolizes a romantic partnership, or may refer to a friendship or alliance with an emotional component, compatibility of a kindred polarity, engagement or marriage. And then reverse, cowardice, false love and weakness, jealousy, outside influences, damage the fragile growth of a new relationship, the intense energy of a good match gone away, or proves equally passionate in the negative direction, panic, hurt, sabotage. Okay, so you probably have experienced both at some time in your life, Capricorn. You've probably experienced the Two of Cups in the upright position, and because I have the Yin Moon and the Yang Moon, I think this is a loving match. But you have to remember, like, if you're looking in the history of your family, if you're looking in the history of your families, if you're looking at the husband and wives that have come before you, and obviously it took male and female to make you. So if that's the case, then, and you're looking at those energies of, now you're seeing a cycle of reversism. I just made that up. Reversism in your family. If you're seeing that, then that's your cue from the universe to take it easy. Be careful with who you are aligning yourself with, okay? And we can't choose our family, but we can still stay connected to, yeah, we can still stay connected to those soul ties. We can still stay connected to our soul family. And our soul family is the people who understand our soul and our direction we want to go in. All right, that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Love and light always, and a special love and light always. Positive energy to moms out there, especially single moms.